Alright guys, I had one of the absolute worst like what do you call drafts like ever. This guy picked an Ozo when I was trying to play jungle weapon power Taka. And look at this, just right here, you can see the trolling just starting right here. I mean, just picking an Ozo period tells you that he's... Look at this, he doesn't attack at all. And then boom, right there. So you know for a fact this guy is trolling just from that alone right there. And this doesn't stop for like the first like 12 minutes of the game. He just strolls the entire time. And I'm one of those people, I can be very patient. As long as at the end of the game we come out with a win, I don't really care. It was just funny to play because I knew this guy is obviously trolling. He picked one of the worst heroes, right? Or at least that's known right as of right now as one of the worst heroes to play, right? And so it was just funny to play as a Taka, knowing that these guys not going to play support. And I actually don't even pay attention to his build later on. I'm kind of curious what he builds because I wasn't really paying attention as to what in the world he was building, so I'll be keeping an eye on that. But yeah, you'll see Ryan getting pushed here all the time. So I mean, I was just surprised we came out with some kind of a result out of this pure troll over here, Natsu King. Unbelievable. I can't believe we actually pulled off a win. It was absolutely ridiculous the fact that we were able to do that. Just absolutely ridiculous. And let me go up to lane here. Oh, he got rooted there. Oh, no, but he's not gonna get the kill. Okay. Yeah, this is where I run into him. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Freaking. Oh, yeah, here I try to get him, but he just gets out. And then I think I get double teamed right here. Oh no, actually get out. Yeah, the other one is where I got killed. Yeah, this is where Ozo gets killed here because he tries to go against the crystal cruel, which is never a good idea. He can out. Oh, yeah, one thing I get caught here. Yep. I mean, just like the first 12 minutes were absolutely like the most useless game minutes ever. So I apologize ahead of time. If you guys want to, you guys can skip to about 12 minutes, I think is what it's going to end up being. That's when we actually start picking up kills, actually start picking up some kind of a lead, which is actually kind of funny. Yeah, see right here, I'm actually watching him right now fight this guy as he's like literally life-stealing his entire health bar, just not a care in the world at all. I don't think I ever really engaged Cruel at all the whole game. I just ignore his existence. I think the only time I really cared about him was toward the end, and even then, like, he felt so squishy that it didn't even matter. I think right here is where I picked up the kill. Yep, right there. Look at that burst. Look at that. Wow. Yeah, so we were like I said. I mean, I'm trying to do my best to contribute because I know with a troll, you got to work twice as hard to pull off a win. And this is a ranked game, FYI. So that's why I had to do the whole draft phase and everything. We did the whole draft phase, and he picked. I'm terrible with names, guys. Orion picked his hero, then I picked mine, and then he picked Ozo. I was like, "Are you serious?" It's like unbelievable. I just could not believe it. Yeah, and this is me putting down a second mine in the same spot. Actually, I don't think that mine ever gets popped the whole game, which gave us an unbelievable amount of vision every time they would rotate down. So that was one of my better mine placements for the whole game. See, this right here, he actually finds me in the bush there, luckily. And so he was able to get away from that. Otherwise, I would have been able to gank him there with Orion. But yeah, it was just funny to watch. The constant. Yeah, this is where I get killed as well. I get caught. Yeah, I get caught by the forward barrage there. And like I said, I try to do my best to play the support. Since, like I said, we are kind of down a hero pretty much. But he does. I mean, when we fight, he doesn't troll at that point. Like he does try to pull off a win, but like you could tell in the beginning, he's going up against that troll early on, knowing that he doesn't. Like look at that, just stealing minions. Just playing full troll for like the first 12 minutes, and then when we started getting kills, I think that's when he was like, "Whoa, wait a minute, maybe we can play this into the late game." You see here, I'm just trying to put some poke down just to kind of get him to back off, so Ryan can get some space here. But yeah, this is just one of the funnier matches I've had. Yep, this I don't have a choice. Yeah, I think they try to get me here, but they don't quite make it. I end up using my boots there, and didn't really need it, but I took it anyway. Here, this is where I just to show you how much of a troll this guy is. Right here, look at this. I ping him right here. Hey, back off, and look at that right there. I'm like, are you serious? Like, are you for cereal right now? I think right here is where I steal both of his minions. Yep. And I think he almost lets me here. I don't know. He could have had one of them at least. But he ends up giving me both of them. And right here, again, same thing. Boom, steals it from me again. I was like, are you joking me? And right here, he runs into the full group here. 2 versus 1. And here, this is where I'm like, ping him a thumbs up. Like, yeah, really? Good job, buddy. Like, you completely took me out of the game so you could go 2 versus 1. Good job. That was just one of those moments where I'm like, yep, that's what happens when you're playing with a troll. So, like I said, you can see that I'm trying to put down some vision. Some of my mines are still up. I kind of don't worry about vision at this point. I start to really kind of just rely on my box, as they're not really putting down as much vision as I am. Because we keep because they keep only putting it in the center. And see, we keep giving up the gold miner, I think, throughout the whole game. We just give it to them until we get to the Kraken, simply because we are not in any position to contest anything. And and with the amount of mines they keep putting down in the middle, it would have been a bad idea anyway. And I think I actually end up taking the time. Yeah, I think I steal that one as well. We actually end up taking the time. I end up taking the time to, yeah, see right here, I end up popping the mines because I know they're putting a lot of them down in the middle. Just trying to kind of have him waste some gold, force him to actually spend the money. And here he tries to go. I should have used my my A ability to try to really counter him more. See right here, I see Sky coming in, so I kind of back off just in time. And right here, I think it's where he picks up a kill here on Sky. Yeah, they do. Look at that. Wow, very nice. And yeah, Allslow or whatever his name is, ended up leaving him behind there. And this is where I kind of see him, and I'm like, wait, why don't you chase? And then I realized that he just kind of wanted to say fuck it and not care. Let's see what happens up here in lane. I don't think Cruel ends up doing anything. I mean, he could take him. I mean, he has so much crystal power on him. Literally, if he had a Shiver Steel, he'd be done for. Yeah, see, he gives it the best try, but that was just a bad take. You always want to come in from the left when you're going up against a. You don't want to come in from the right. But yeah, he picks it up anyway. I mean, he just had so much lane to work with there. And I think this is where I try to make something work, but it doesn't work, so I'm like, whatever, I'm just leaving. And I think right here is where I end up picking up tier 3 boots, because I'm like, this guy's just playing troll anyway, so I might as well pick up the tier 3 boots, give myself a little bit more mobility, so that way if I need to go across the map for some kind of a troll movement, I'll be able to have the speed to do it. And it actually ends up working out quite well, because I'm actually able to come in and out of places a lot quicker, and I have that refresh all the time. So those journey boots actually do help a lot. I probably should have picked up the Warhorn boots, is what I call them anyway. But honestly, I don't really think it would have helped, because when we were chasing, like I said, both of us are we can chase fairly well, and Ryan has that dash ability, so he was doing alright catching people as well. And I think Ryan is what really saved us. His his play really put down some hurt on the other team late game for sure. So he really was the reason we won at all. Like, I was just there to try to use my my armor slow down attack speed ability to try to make something happen. See, here I back off because Ryan backs off. So we're just trying to not troll too hard, I guess. At this point, I think this is where we start getting kind of serious, realizing that, hey, we need to stop making, we can't make any mistakes here, because if we do, we're gonna really lose a lot of ground. And you see me just running around here with my journey boots, not really caring at all as to what in the world is going on. Kind of just trying to, like, backseat farm here pretty much most of the game. Yeah, see, they try to catch me here, but they don't coordinate together. Oh, but they do get at me there, I think. Yeah. Oh, but I go into box. Oh, look at that damage. See what I mean? Ryan just picks up the kill there. And see, this is where I get taken out because I chase too hard. Straight line without really caring about my health at all. Yep, and so Ryan just picks up an easy kill there on Sky. I mean, they're not really building any defense, which is what ended up helping us so much, because Ryan was able to really put down a lot of hurt on all these guys. Here, I'm not really quite sure why they got why Natsu King ended up dying. I think he ended up just getting caught in between the tower and Oswald. And look at that run. I mean, this guy's just an expert on this hero here, really. I think he ended up pinging me there to back off, which is fine. And see, like, they're out farm. They should be out farming us right now, and we are actually even farm, like fairly even farm here, which in my opinion is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, why in the world are we on even farm? I mean, that guy's impales are just absolutely on point. I mean, I have to give it to that guy. He knows how to impale for sure. So I'll give him that much. And look at this. Look how much farm. He's got, what, 53? And Natsu King has 59, 60, 61. So I'm not really sure why he's so down on farm. It's 104 to 113. So, I mean, we're out farming these guys somehow, which is unbelievable in my opinion. So, I mean, right now we're actually ahead by farm by 200 gold, which in my opinion is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, how are we in any way, shape, or form ahead? Yep, I used my slowdown there. End up taking out Cruel out of the fight, and right here I'm just trying to put down some hurt on Sky, which ends up working out, and then I back off here because both of us are low health. And right here is kind of where we make a mistake, because we were like, let's take this minion miner. And I'm like, I don't have any health. He looks at himself, says I have no health, but I'll attack first. And so I start putting down the attack since I see him taking the damage. But then we don't properly really change damage here to Ryan. And then see, this is where Ryan starts taking damage, and then I get taken out and Natsu King as well. But we do end up picking up the gold mine, so I guess it was kind of worth it, because it was only like 150 gold. And you see Ryan right there missed the hop. And so he wasn't able to pick up the kill. But I think he would have got caught if he would have still looked for the kill. I think if Oswald would have baited him a little more, if he would have baited him a little more, he could have easily gotten caught there by Bargus, there by Cruel. So kind of a questionable move there on their part. I mean, just throughout the game here, we're constantly even on gold, which blows my mind. Like, completely. I'm just looking at his build. Yeah, he's just going full crystal build. Finally starting to build a little shielding there against Cruel. I actually would have thought he would have picked that up a lot sooner, to be honest. Seeing as how he completely popped him constantly. I mean, and they're stealing all this farm, and right now they're even on farm, which shows me that they're not picking up their farm a lot, which is where you see, this is where I used my journey boots to effect, was I was picking up that kill. And yep, he gets caught there in his own jungle, and I think Ryan gets caught here as well by Alswo. Actually, no, he goes left. Oh yeah, I remember this. Okay. Yep, I ended up just, right after I ported, I was watching him do this here. I see Ryan. See, I saw Ellsworth there. I saw that movement coming from